Alright everyone, good afternoon and welcome back to more Muv-Luv Photonmelodies. It's been a bit, hasn't it, guys? I gotta say, I've been busy quite a lot with my scheduling of work and all that. It's always been very rotational and also a bit erratic. So it's every once in a while when I get the chance, I try to come back to this game, and boy, was I glad I came back to it at this point in this particular episode, because it was fantastic and entertaining at the same time. So I let you see it all for yourselves, guys, because it's been great. And with that, let's continue onward. Thank you all for the love and support, and let's do this. Things like wisdom, knowledge, and experience. With each passing second, you become more and more irresistible.
都合の良すぎる解釈はいつか身を滅ぼすわよ。
If you're the one doing the biting, one day can't come soon enough. Now I know it's rather forward, but may I call you Misae when it's just the two of us?
また後で基地施設案内のために来るわ。それまで情報を整理しておいてちょうだい。
This guy, man. This guy. Oh, okay. Well then, I'll return the wire to its place. What's a small tape recorder doing here? Could this be the intel dropped by another agent? Funny, of all the places where they could have left the tape, it was under the pillow. The same pillow that was bugged. I guess this must be someone's idea of sarcasm. Hard to see what's right in front of your nose and all. Anyway, let's have a listen.
Yokohama 基地へようこそ。ファルソことシルビオ・オルランディ君。無事にこのテープが君の元に届いたことをまず喜ぶとしよう。
Whoever this guy is, he knows my real name. For some reason, his voice sounds oddly familiar.
さて、察しの通り、このテープは基地内に潜伏する工作員を通して君に届けられた最新の情報及び指令である。君には見事任務を達成し、欧州の、いや、人類の敵である悪逆非道な横浜の女狐を、そう、あの悪魔、マッドサイエンティスト光月優子が進めている計画の情報をしっかりと集めてもらいたい。
He's pretty worked up. Guess he must have a grudge against the doctor or something.
決して試験は混ざっていないぞ。
Yeah, right.
失礼な、嘘ではない。
Did he just talk back to me? Is he hiding somewhere in this room? But how? This place is way too small. He must be listening in somehow. Maybe through the wire? No, that's impossible. I'm holding it in my hand right now. There's no way he could have heard me through that. Another bug? That can't be it. We searched the room from top to bottom. This has to be the only one. Then how?
落ち着いたかね。言っておくが盗聴ではない。君の反応を見越したただの冗談だ。
That doesn't make me feel any better about things. You can't possibly be serious.
反応が単純すぎるようだな、シルビオ・オルランディ君。おっと、怒りのあまりテープを粗末に扱ったりはしないように。最後まで聞いた人には嬉しいプレゼントがある。
Say what?
かもしれない。
Ah, this asshole is totally screwing with me. He managed to record all of this knowing exactly how to react. I can only assume he has access to a remarkably accurate psychological profile of me, which means he must be pretty damn good.
さて、知っての通り、我々の使命は非人道的なベータブリッド研究を壊滅に追い込むことにある。その上で、その最前線たるこの横浜で、五島機関に内通者を抱えていたことは非常に有意義であった。だがしかし、今彼女は機関を離れることを希望している。無理からぬ話だな。
Her? So the informant is a woman?
その通り、内通者は女性。しかもとても美しい。
Again, I swear you must be watching me from somewhere.
いやいや、だから反応が単純すぎると言っただろう、シルビオ・オルランディ君。
This guy is way too good at what he does. Really? Is he really that simple?
さて、我々としては貴重な内通者を失うことは大きな痛手であるが、 受け入れるにしろ説得するにしろコンタクトを取らなければ始まらない。そこで君には4つの鍵を集め研究所に潜入して内通者のもとにたどり着いてもらいたい。
A scavenger hunt. Are you serious?
そう。彼女は我々のもとに4行詞を送ってくる。そこに秘められた暗号を解読することで鍵が手に入る。
Why is she sending us a poem to figure out? Why doesn't she just send us the location of each one?
それを4つ手に入れたとき、晴れて研究所の入り口が開かれることになっているらしいのだ。
No, I'm fine with gathering the items. I'm wondering why she's making it problematic. She's a cautious one, that's for sure. Encrypting the key's location inside poetry verses minimizes risk. If any of them were to fall into unwanted hands, the damage would be minimal. Very well, commencing the operation. I have to solve those 4 riddles before the presentation takes place. Not an easy task by any stretch of the imagination. But as long as I think of it as just another job, things should be fine. There's no need to worry. Hell, Renzo would probably find a way to enjoy himself even during such a dull mission.
あまり緊張する必要はないぞ、シルビオ・オルランディ君。
Okay, enough of this bullshit. Show yourself. Pressing the button should shut him up. So, it really was all a recording.
急に切るとはひどい男だな、シルビオ・オルランディ君。
Alright, that's just way too precise. Just what the hell? Am I supposed to believe he predicted everything I've done so far? It's almost too perfect.
そうだろうそうだろう。
That's BS. No, he's listening. There's no way. If the intelligence corps wanted to show me what they're capable of, surely there were less asinine ways of going about it.
さて、ではお待ちかねの4行詞だ。メモの用意はいいかね。
Yes, I'm all ready.
よろしい。生命の根源たる炎を宿す地。女主人の悲嘆が静寂に変わるとき、我は姿を現さん。以上だ。それでは健闘を祈る。
Huh? Isn't it missing something? As in 2 verses?
細かいことを気にしていては大物にはなれないぞ、シルビオ・オルランディ君。
How is half of the damn clue missing a small detail?
そうだ、それで思い出した。最後になるが、このテープは再生後、手動的に消滅する。
By hand?
消滅の際は、修復を困難にさせるため、最低3ミリ幅でクロスに細かくカットすること。
I have to do it myself?
情報の後始末はエージェントの仕事だ。任せるのは信頼の証だよ、シルビオ・オルランディ君。
He does have a point, but self-destructing tapes are the norm in this line of work. I appreciate having the agency's trust, but surely there are better ways to let me know.
では、一つ目の鍵を手にしたらまた会おう。
Hey, wait, what about the missing verses? And where's the nice present you promised? Press him a little bit and he goes quiet. Just wonderful. God, I knew the mission would be tricky, but I never imagined it would involve this much busy work. But at the very least, this hasn't been for nothing. I've taken the first step toward eradicating the beta brids. My friend, this is one mission I'm not allowed to fail. Please watch over me and grant me your wisdom and courage. We still don't know if he's truly dead, though. Renzo, I mean. What the hell am I looking at here? What the hell is this? Yes. It's a real pain, even with my cybrid enhancements. God, this would be so much simpler if that damn tip had just self-destructed. I was stupid to buy that assless excuse for even a second. I'll be sure to give him a piece of my mind later.
まあいいわ。それよりもその4行詞教えてくれない？一緒に解読しましょう。
Of course. Flames that spring forth new life, in this sanctuary they rest. Free the mistress from her sorrow, and with my presence you shall be blessed. That's all I got.
あら、1行 ?2 行ほど足りないようだけど。
My thoughts exactly, but that's all that was on the tape.
まあいいわ。それで、あなたの見解は、シルビオ。
Let's see. The first verse says flames that spring forth new life. In this sanctuary they rest. I'd argue it's talking about the base's nuclear reactor. The flames part is talking about the sun, and the sanctuary where the power rests has to be the nuclear reactor.
なるほどね。
Next, freed the mistress from her sorrow, and my presence you shall be blessed. I'm pretty sure it's the coded instruction to free the mistress of Yokohama Base, Dr. Kozuki, of her responsibilities. They want me to assassinate her. Put the two together, and the message is obvious. Blow up the base nuclear reactor and kill the doctor in the process. That's the way to get the first item. What do you think? I'm sure I've cracked it. Just give the word and I'll take care of the reactor at once.
いや、待て。じゃなくて。待って、注意。それは違うんじゃないか。
Would you come the fuck? Maybe?
いくらなんでも、原子炉を破壊して光月副司令を殺害しろという命令はないでしょ。その瞬間4つの鍵は必要ないし、それどころか全てが終わるわ。
You're right. I had a feeling I was overlooking something. It was a somewhat extreme course of action, which is why I thought I'd ask you for a second opinion. So, if that's what you think, Miss Ae.
家庭って。まあいいわ。私の予想では、生命の根源というのは、人間の本能に関わったことじゃないかと思うの。
Well, our most basic instincts are to eat, sleep, and procreate.
そうね。そのうち、生命の根源たるホムラになりうるのは、食欲。
Procreation. At least we now know what's on his mind. I think procreation, which eventually brings about new life, sparks the flames that spring forth a new life. You might say is the correct answer. Or is there something I'm missing?
なるほど。それは一理あるわね。
So the most likely interpretation is that a sanctuary where the flames of life rest means the room of a female staff member with, well, let's call it sexual issues. She'll be free from her sorrow once we solve her problems, although I suppose sorrow could also be some kind of metaphor. For example, we ought to consider that Yokohama Base was built on ground zero for G-bomb detonation because the UN wanted to observe the long-term effects of exposure to G elements on the human body. So having...
ストップ。シルビオ、確かにあなたの家庭には一理あるわ。でも、私に心当たりがあるの。
And that is? Really?
横浜基地の PX の一つに、女性総長が責任者を務めるところがあるの。女主人とは、その人のことだと思う。
Oh, so then the flames of life would be the flames used to cook meals, but I don't see how you could arrive at that solution from the riddle alone.
いいえ、それがそうでもないのよ。とにかく、私と一緒に来てくれない？どのみち施設の案内は必要でしょ？
I really like her. She's so cool. Down to earth. Very well. Let's go to that PX you mentioned. What's with this place? It looks rather different from the rest of the base.
英士訓練校よ。これから行く PX はここから一番近い場所にあるの。ついでに通っていきましょう。
A training academy inside the base? That's unusual.
止まりなさい。ここは英士訓練校だが、要件は何か？怪しい格好だな。認識証を提示せよ。
I can't begin to tell you how much I hate that design so much. It irks me.
怪しい格好とは失礼ね。A01 部隊の宗像注意よ。任務によりこの先の PX に用があるの。
失礼しました。注意。お通りください。大変お似合いです。
ありがとう。行きましょう、シルビオ。
So even the training academy is full of guards. Security sure is tight around here.
至るところにいるわよ。ほら。
You're right, and here we are at the last Yokohama base's PX. Can't say there's anything special about it. Must have seen places like this a million times before. Rather sticky in here though. I've heard Japanese summers are horrifically humid, but we're indoors. Shouldn't there be air conditioning? The corridor is perfectly fine.
エアコンが壊れているみたいね。
Great. So where's this mistress?
え、こっち。
おやおや、かすみちゃん、珍しいね。ここに来るなんてどうしたんだい？
It's Miss Kyosuka.
ご飯食べに来ました。
はいはい。あんたはちっこいんだから、お腹が空いたらいくらでも食べに来な。そうしないと大きくなれないよ。
人参いりません。
何言ってるのさ。私の人参はね、美味しいんだよ。ほら、大盛りにしといたからね。
I like carrots.
うわ
Oh no.
残すんじゃないよ。それにしても、あんたも空調が壊れた日に限って来なくてもいいだろうにさ。
ー、暑いです。あれが京塚臨時総長よ。
Seems like she's the one in charge around these parts. That mistress title fits her to a T. And do I spot Yashiro over there too?
私たちの部隊はここをよく利用するわ。京塚総長の作る食事はとても美味しいのよ。
Well, it sounds like she's a pretty big deal around here. Since we're on the topic, do you mind telling me why you're so sure she's related to the riddle?
急がないで。もう少し様子を見ましょう。それより少し早いけどせっかくだからランチにしない？昼になると混み合うわ。今日の日替わりは合成サバ味噌定食。当吉が誇る人気メニューなの。その中でも特に京塚総長が作ったものは絶品よ。
A dish so good even Misai is giving it a high praise? Color me intrigued. And I can't deny I would welcome a bite either. Okay, let's have lunch. Besides, there's no way I would ever decline an invitation from Misae.
じゃあ持ってくるから待っていてね。
Let me give you a hint.
いいのよ。それよりあなたは周囲を観察していてちょうだい。
God, she's gonna tell her friends what's really going on. As you wish. What can I say? It's your run-of-the-mill PX. A little less busy than you might expect, but I guess it's still early. I really can't see anything that might be the cause of Sergeant Major Kyosuka's sorrow. Sadly, I think Misae was mistaken.
お待たせ。どう？何か見つかった？
No, nothing worth mentioning. I'm having serious doubts about the item being here.
そう。まあいいわ。とりあえずいただきましょう。美味しいわよ。
If you say so. What's this? Seems like the miso boiled mackerel is a type of fish stew, huh? I'm sorry, Miss A. I appreciate the hospitality, but if we're talking fish dishes, it's an undeniable fact that nothing can stop Mama's aqua pasa. I mean, what the hell is with the dirt-colored gravy anyway? Hardly looks appetizing. Quite the opposite, actually. I've heard that Japanese synthetic food is delicious, but those claims don't seem all that credible right now.
しばらくはここに滞在するんだから慣れておいた方がいいわよ。食事。
That's a given. She has a point. Oh well, I'll just think of this as a thing of fuel and get it over with as quickly as I can. Whoa, what's this? By God, this is amazing! The sweetness of the melting miso blends with the fish, creating the perfect harmony. And the ginger, truly a stroke of genius. It completely negates the pungent fishy aroma and enhances the flavor all at the same time. As if that wasn't enough, miso has a tendency to be too mild, but the added ginger gives it a bit of a kick. I'm not kidding when I say that I could eat this every day. Bravo! Bravo, I say. This is sheer perfection. Simply incredible. It might be my first time eating miso boiled mackerel, but I can already tell the cook deserves all the praise she gets.
そうか。そこまで美味しく思ってもらえれば、京塚総長も喜ぶでしょ。
I wonder if this guy has any relation to Van Arkwright, or maybe even is friends with him of sorts in a different reality. Indeed, I must express my undying gratitude to Madame Kyosuka.
わかったから静かに食べてちょうだい。みんなが見ているわ。
I love how Misae is so thrown off by him. Like, she doesn't know what to do with this type of reaction. Sorry about that. I couldn't help myself. This is amazing. The way the mackerel melts in my mouth? I'm in heaven. What an embarrassing display of narrow-mindedness to think my prejudice almost stopped me from savoring this divine dish. Misae, this is really delicious. You definitely weren't lying.
そうそれはよかった
Yes, truly delicious. My spice senses are tingling. Huh? If memory serves me right, those two are also with AO1.
みつき今日は暑いねそう本当だったらもっと暑くなってなきゃいけないんだけどね任務だしでもこれ以上暑くなったら倒れる人が出てきちゃうわあそれなら大丈夫ちゃんと秘密兵器あるからじゃーんリリリンアイスキャンディーアイスだいいなあの二人素に戻っているじゃないか
Hmm? Something bothering you?
なんでもないわさあはるか口を開けて私が食べさせてあげるから任務だし
Why is she... 冷たい Why am I not surprised? This is exactly how I thought it was gonna go when I heard the word popsicle. Why did they do this?
おいしいはるかおいしいよ甘くて垂れちゃうダメよ歯を立てちゃうこれは舌で舐めるだけそうもっと舌を使いなさい
Hayase, what the hell are you making her do?
ダメ白いのが口からこぼれちゃうよ
Why is this happening?
ダメこぼしちゃったらもったいないわよ全部口の中に入れてごっくんしなさいよダメこぼれちゃう
What the hell are they doing? Good lord, I've never seen someone eat a popsicle so suggestively. Of course it's gonna spill from your mouth if you don't suck it properly. She really has no manners. No manners at all.
そう私のアイスキャンディーが一番美味しいって言いなさい任務だし
What the hell's wrong with her?
みつきのキャンディーが一番美味しいよ
I'm sure they haven't realized themselves, but there's something awfully suggestive about this whole situation. Lieutenant Hayase is dominating the prim and proper Lieutenant Tsuzumiya, forcing herself into her mouth, violating it relentlessly until her face is covered in nothing but goo and shame. How roughly do they play? They've gone too far if you ask me. Any man glancing upon this scene would be hard-pressed to believe they're nothing more than friends. Then again, maybe this is the usual for an all-female unit? Would make sense, I guess. Girls don't mind holding hands and hugging in public. This might not be so weird, all things considered. Oh, no, sir. I assure you, this is very weird. And the fact that he has the secret recording on? His memory visuals are gonna be filled with a lot of data right now. It's kind of embarrassing to simply watch as Lieutenant Hayase has her way with Lieutenant Tsuzumiya, but I do realize my view on the matter is irrelevant. If Renzo were here, he would have been unable to tear his eyes away from such a scene. He'd probably have dragged me along to sneak up for a closer view too. Knowing this, staring intently isn't quite enough. I also need to approach him if I want to faithfully replicate Renzo's style. Probably is we're in the middle of a PX sneaking up on them here will be a difficult undertaking. Something bothering you, Misae? Oh crap, I got so caught up watching them that I totally forgot about her. God, I need to calm down. Seriously, what do they think they're doing? We're in public for Christ's sake.
あら、宗像注意じゃありませんこと
Holy mother of God!
早瀬注意鈴宮注意こんにちは今日は暑いねはいアイスあげるね鈴宮注意 差し入れはありがたいのですが。いやー、この暑さ耐えられるわけありませんよね。任務なんだし。
What the hell's going on? Talk about high pressure sales techniques.
どうぞ、オルランディ注意。
What?
アイス、今日は暑いから美味しいよ。
Oh, thank you. You're supposed to wait till you're finished with the main course before having dessert, but it'd be rude of me to refuse.
じゃ、私たち行くから、あとはよろしくね、宗方注意。じゃあまた後でね、宗方注意。
And they're gone.
本当にやれというのか。それは全く無意味な行為だぞ。
Or the other way around, I don't know. At this rate, it's just, it could go either way at this point. Misa, is this kind of behavior common in your unit?
そうね。
Which means she also acts excessively affectionate with her gal pals in public?
まったく。早瀬注意。段取り。ねえ、シルビア？
Oh my god. What is it, Lieutenant?
なんでもないことはないんだけど。
Don't tell me you figured out where the key item is supposed to be.
あ、そういうんじゃなくて、その。
You're my partner. A problem of yours is a problem of mine. Tell me what's bothering you. Don't hold back.
わかったわ。私にそのアイスキャンディーを食べさせてほしいの。
Oh boy. Okay. What? You want me to feed you the popsicle? Like Lieutenant Hyacinth was feeding Lieutenant Suzumiya?
だって暑いし。早瀬注意たち、私にはくれなかったし。
Well, it might be easier to eat it on your own.
食べさせてよ。
You better do what she says, man. Holy macaroni! Misae, do you understand what you're asking for? It's one thing when you girls do the deed, but I'm a guy.
わかってるわよ。でも欲しいの。
Oh my god. I love Hayase. She's great. She wants it.
ねえ、早くあなたの。
She wants it badly.
お願い、意地悪しないで、シルビオ。
Good heavens. I just broke another record. It's been less than a day since I first met Misaya, but here she is begging for it. You're a one-suit operator, my friend. How many conquests would have slipped through my fingers? How pathetic would I be had I not learned the Renzo system from you? I feel no shame in admitting that you were light years ahead of me. And look at me now. Look how this gorgeous woman is all but throwing herself at me, the chick magnet. You know how to play the game, my friend. Your spirit has brought me enlightenment. Ah, Misaya, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever met. The sexiest even. You want me to give it to you? Then your wish is my command. Let's forget all about the mission and immerse ourselves in the base pleasures of the flesh. Oh.
こら、何やってんだい。
京塚総長。
I think Renzo has like the worst ways to teach this guy when he's not around. Cockblocked?
ミサエちゃん、どういう食べ方をしてんだい。いくらなんでも年頃の娘がはしたないじゃないか。
いや、これには訳が。
わけも何もないよ。あんたはあんたでなんだい。ミサエちゃんに見とれてたのかもしれないけど、若い娘があんなことしてたら止めないと男の器量が疑われるよ。
Madam, we were actually.
おやおや、マダムってあんた、いい年したおばちゃん捕まえて何言ってんだよ。そんな言葉でごまかそうだってダメダメ。
If she was an option, holy crap, this would be hilarious and cool. My god, her anti-pickup shield level must be over 9,000. This power is unrivaled.
けどそうかい、ミサエちゃんが2つもトレイ持ってったと思ったらこういうことだったのかい。
総長は何か勘違いしているわ。